Protesting farmers break through police barricades, storm parts of New Delhi. There are violent clashes. The police fire tear gas, lathi charge. One protester dies. Farmer union leaders distance themselves from the violence. Many tractor protesters pull back to the border. What happens next to the protesters? Has the movement been weakened? 83 cops are injured. Amit Shah meets the top leadership of the Delhi police. Haryana and Punjab are now on alert. All political parties condemn the violence. Steepest petrol and diesel prices hike in 7 months. Petrol crosses 86 rupees a litre in Delhi. Diesel crosses 83 rupees a litre in Mumbai. Its highest ever. International Monetary Fund projects 11.5% growth rate for India in 2021, making the country the only major economy to register double-digit growth this year. Hello and welcome to NDTV 24/7. I'm Rohit Wellington. Let's begin with our top story. There were unprecedented scenes of chaos that was unleashed upon Delhi on the 72nd Republic Day as the tractor rally by protesting farmers went off the designated course and rolled into the iconic Red Fort. A protester died on the way. The police said it was an accident. Violence broke out at the central Delhi's ITO. A bus was vandalized in nearby Akshardham. The other flashpoint was Nangloi, where the police used tear gas shells. One of the key farmer groups has called off the tractor rally, accusing anti-social elements of being responsible for the violence.
The farmers have opened the barricades. They are coming. You could see hardly around 100 policemen here. The barricades have been completely broken. Not just this point, even on the other side also. The first tractor that has come, that has made open, it's coming out. This is the first tracker. So this is a very, very tense situation here. This is the only barricade. The moment that barricade is breached, there are no barricades in this entire stretch. So the farmers can easily march ahead. You could see the number of people. This is thousands of people here with national flag in their hands. They are trying to take out the march. But we have to see how the police will stop this. We could see the CRPF personnel on the right corner standing as a mute spectator because they have been outnumbered here.
देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि यहाँ पर हजारों की संख्या में लोग हैं और अगर यहाँ पर पुलिस ने लाठीचार्ज किया या गोली चलाई तो यहाँ पर बड़ी संख्या में लोग मारे जाएंगे और काफी ज्यादा लोग घायल होंगे। इसीलिए पुलिस यहाँ पर लाठीचार्ज नहीं कर रही है। लेकिन अभी आप देखिए, उस तरफ से पुलिस ने लाठीचार्ज कर दिया है और पुलिस ने उस तरफ से लाठीचार्ज किया है और अब ये लोग भाग रहे हैं। यहाँ से पुलिस ने लाठीचार्ज किया है और अब ये लोग पीछे की तरफ भाग रहे हैं।
This bus that you see here was actually parked on the road to obstruct the protesters to come on this route, as this is not the designated route. There you see this broken door of the bus because multiple protesters tried to take this away from the road, and in all of that there was a mild commotion that happened here and the bus was pushed, and that's how this route was taken.
We have now come to Red Fort, and the situation here is not good. We can see here protesters are storming the barricades that have been put up here. They are beating them, they are trying to bring them down, and the camera can pan around. You can see the protesters are milling around here. Many of them are carrying lathis and other forms of weapons with them. The police and the security forces are nowhere to be seen.
The big question: where was the leadership of the farmers who signed an agreement with the police and promised that there would be no violence? How did this all happen in the first place? Sukirti Dwivedi reports.
Violence and chaos all over the capital. The agreement between farmer leaders and the police for a restricted route collapsed and farmers reached central Delhi. So what went wrong? The main reason appears to be a U-turn by farmer leaders who agreed with the police to restrict the tractor parade to the outskirts and not the outer ring road, well inside Delhi, as first demanded by protesters.
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੌਕਾ ਮਿਲ ਜੇ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੁੱਟ ਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੂਜਾ ਵਾ ਤੀਜਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਆਡਿਆਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਆ ਸੰਯੁਕਤ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਦਾ ਆਪ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ
Members of the Kisan Mazdoor Sangharsh Committee, a key farmer union of Punjab, which has a presence in 8 districts of the state, were among the first ones to break away from the agreed route and head well into Delhi. Others followed.
जो हमारे आगू हैं, जो किसान नेता बने हुए हैं, उनमें से कुछ फ्रॉड भी हैं।
आपका हमेशा प्लान था कि दिल्ली एंटर करना था।
हाँ जी, हमारा इतना कुछ खोज लिया तो पुलिस के साथ तो थोड़ी बहुत तो होनी थी।
Once the violence escalated, the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha quickly disassociated themselves from the violence, blamed it on infiltrators and appealed to the protesters to pull back.
देखो मैडम जो रूट तय होया सारे किसान उसी रूट से जा रहे हैं तो सानू नहीं पता भी लाल किले पहुंच के नहीं पे क्योंकि असि तो बैठे हैं।
शांति टूटी हमारी ताकत टूटेगी। आप सबसे अनुरोध है, ये गणतंत्र दिवस है, गणतंत्र दिवस पे ऐसा कुछ ना हो जो गलत हो।
हमारा मैसेज है कि शांति बनाए रखें। अगर शांति भंग हो गई तो सारा जो मोर्चा है, जो आंदोलन है, वो फेल हो जाएगा।
Even Kisan Mazdoor Sangharsh Committee leader Swan Singh Pandher did a U-turn and appealed for calm.
ਲਾਲ ਕਿਲੇ ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ ਜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਾਈ ਝਗੜਾ ਨਾ ਕਰੀਏ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਕੁੰਡਲੀ ਬਾਰਡਰ ਆਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ।
I am appealing again and again. It is the national festival of India. Please do not do things which are letting down the entire country.
The farmers' protests had been going on peacefully for the last 2 months, but the events of today will cast a different shadow upon them. Farmer union leaders also admitted today that the violence will put their cause on the back foot. With Mohammad Ghazali in Punjab and camera person Xavier Thomas in New Delhi, this is Sukirti Dwivedi for NDTV.
And it's not just Delhi. There have been massive protests in other parts of India as well. This report is on what the situation was in Karnataka and Maharashtra on Tuesday.
In Bengaluru, thousands hit the streets to protest against the new farm laws and show support for protesting farmers in Delhi. From districts including Mysuru, Tumukuru, Haveri, Mandya, among others, they gathered at the city's main railway station to march to Freedom Park.
ಹಾವೇರಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಏನು ಸುಗ್ರೀವಾಜ್ಞೆ ಮೂಲಕ ಈ 3 ಕಾಯ್ದೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವನ್ನ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವಾಪಸ್ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು.
Members of the Bharat Kisan Ekta Morcha took out a bike rally. Some of the protesters cleaned up after themselves when the protest was over.
44 years of life में मैंने कभी ऐसी चीज देखी है ना, मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि आगे कभी देखने को मिलेगी। ये बहुत अफसोसजनक बात है कि सरकार हमारी बातें नहीं सुन रही।
In Uttar Pradesh, apart from political protests and solidarity with farmers, members of the Gulabi Gang, a women's empowerment organization, took out a march. There were celebrations at Mumbai's Azad Maidan, where farmers from around Maharashtra had gathered.
जो केंद्र ने कानून लाया है उसके जो किसान के हित में होगा वही कानून महाराष्ट्र सरकार लाएंगे।
From Uttar Pradesh to Maharashtra, Karnataka, across the entire country today, in solidarity, thousands of people, including farmers and farmer organizations and other support groups, came forward in solidarity with the protesting farmers in Delhi today on the 26th of January as India celebrates the 72nd Republic Day. What will this mean in the history for our country, and what will this mean in the days to come when it comes to the demands of the farmers to repeal the law? With camera person Kumar in Bengaluru, Shanakshi Chakravarti for NDTV.
The other big story, petrol and diesel prices have seen the steepest hike in 7 months. Petrol crossed 86 rupees a litre in Delhi. Diesel crossed 83 a litre in Mumbai, its highest ever. Purva Chitnis has this report.
On Republic Day, petrol and diesel prices hiked by approximately 35 paise each. This is the steepest single-day hike since March as per the association. While petrol touched a record high of 86 rupees and 5 paise per litre in Delhi, diesel hit a record high of 83 rupees and 3 paise per litre in the financial capital. In Delhi, the cost of petrol is 86 rupees and 5 paise per litre, diesel at 76 rupees and 23 paise per litre. In Mumbai, petrol is at 92 rupees 62 paise per litre, diesel is at 83 rupees and 3 paise per litre. In Kolkata, petrol is at 87 rupees 45 paise per litre, diesel is at 79 rupees 83 paise per litre. In Chennai, petrol is at 88 rupees and 60 paise per litre, while diesel is at 81 rupees and 47 paise per litre. In the last 1 week, fuel prices have gone up by 1 rupee each. This comes in after a gap of 2 days, but it is impacting people's budgets. Mohammed says he rides his motorcycle at least 40 kilometers a day, and now with increased prices, his budget is gone for a toss.
असर तो बहुत पड़ रहा है क्योंकि एक तो बिजनेस लो है और पेट्रोल आसमान छू रहा है. मिडिल क्लास है तो बाइक विदाउट बाइक तो कोई बिजनेस होता नहीं है.
Yogesh says earlier he could fill 100 rupees petrol that lasted him a week. Now he has to shell out 150 rupees a week for fuel.
Trains बंद है, so obviously petrol hike और daily इस पे budget में difference हो.
This has impacted the transporters too, and they say they will take up the matter head on with the government shortly.
Small road transporters who are totally dependent on the livelihood of the truck will be perish from the industry, will create more unemployment. The situation is viewed very seriously by the road transport sector.
Since 6 January, oil marketing companies are doing daily revision in fuel prices as the global crude oil prices are rallying. And since then, the prices of petrol and diesel have gone up by 2 rupees. In Mumbai, this is Purva Chitnis for NDTV.
The latest on the India's vaccination drive, over 20 lakh healthcare workers have been vaccinated against COVID so far. 5,615 beneficiaries were vaccinated till 7 p.m. on Tuesday in 5 states: Andhra, Karnataka, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu and Telangana. Karnataka, Odisha and Rajasthan are the top 3 states that have vaccinated the highest number of beneficiaries so far. The International Monetary Fund on Tuesday projected an 11.5% growth rate for India in 2021, making the country the only major economy of the world to register double-digit growth this year amidst the coronavirus pandemic. The International Monetary Fund's growth projections for India reflected a strong rebound in the economy, which is estimated to have contracted by 8% in 2020 due to the pandemic. And on Tuesday, India celebrated 72nd Republic Day. It was a shorter parade route. There was no chief guest and fewer spectators. It was a Republic Day with many firsts as it was being celebrated amid the pandemic. Also marching on Tuesday was a Bangladesh contingent, and as India and Bangladesh celebrated 50 years of diplomatic relationship. Here's an excerpt from the interview.
Welcome Shri Ram Nath Kovind, the President of India.
Well, it's Republic Day today, a fantastic honor for us in our country to welcome and to have a spectacular Bangladeshi contingent over here present in the Republic Day parade. They were marching today. They've got members of all of their arms over here, and it marks 50 years of a fantastic diplomatic relationship between New Delhi and Dhaka. Well, joining us now, the team leader and some of the officers of the Bangladeshi contingent over here. Colonel Chaudhary, thanks very much. And it's wonderful. We saw the parade on television. What was the experience like marching today?
It was great. It was exciting. We enjoyed marching here. And honestly speaking, there was a lot of hardship put into this practice. And today it became a successful one. That's why we are also very much happy.
Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about the squad which was brought over here? When did you first know that you were going to come over here? And it's 3 services, right?
We have members from 3 services, that's correct. And we came to know about this parade in last December, at the end of the December. And since then we started preparing for this one. We took a couple of days to gather people from specified units, because you know that these people are from units which participated during the Liberation War. So they had to be accumulated, came together, they practiced, and the Navy, Army, Air Force, they have a different pattern. but they were marching in the same contingent. So some bit of practice for that purpose also. Finally, we came here. There is a COVID situation, so some protocols had to be maintained. Again, we had to practice in this environment, prepare ourselves, and finally, today we had to participate.
And before we head into a break, here's the image of the day. The Indo-Tibetan Border Police Jawans marching with the national flag on a frozen water body in Ladakh on Republic Day. Welcome back. The budget is just a few days away and there are great expectations from the budget coming as it does amid the pandemic. What does the small-scale industry want from the Finance Minister? Himanshu Shekhar finds out.
This Ghaziabad manufacturing unit produces automatic systems like automatic entrance gates, automatic sliding doors and door barriers. Output and the number of workers here has slowly increased since May 29, 2020, when NDTV first visited this factory in the lockdown, from 26 workers to 46 now. But the challenges on the ground remain acute. Their prayers to the Finance Minister more urgent.
Challenge of liquidity, challenge of demand, challenge of stimulus package, challenge of complications related to your tax regime, GST and other notifications. So they are a part of like your day-to-day routine now.
Sanjeev Sachdev says raw material costs of metals and steel have suddenly gone up 25 to 30% recently, especially at a time when MSME units are facing a financial crisis and struggling with a liquidity crunch. Bank loans aren't easy to come by.
We are not asking for anything as a gift. Like we need a good hand-holding from the government. Like the bank should lend money because we are paying the interest. So it is not free.
Sanjeev Sachdev says he has applied for the 59-minute loan scheme around a year ago. The bank sanctioned his loan but is yet to disburse the loan amount till date.
The Federation of Indian Small and Medium Enterprises believes that today there are 1.25 to 1.5 crore MSME units which are facing financial stress. In this factory, a few months back, very few workers were working, but now you can see the number of workers on the assembly line has increased. But the owners here say they are still facing large number of challenges.
Workers in the Bulandshahr Road industrial area say they have struggled hard for many months to survive the corona crisis. They now want Finance Minister to announce measures to create more job opportunities.
उनका एक राहत होनी चाहिए उनके लिए जिनका रोजगार छीन गया था उनको रोजगार की सुविधा दी जाए तो उनको रोजगार मिलेगा और सरकार से यही उम्मीद है कि उन्हें रोजगार देना चाहिए क्योंकि आदमी बहुत परेशान है लॉकडाउन से
MSME units say that the main problem they are facing today is of liquidity and the availability of credit in the market. They want Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to announce a fiscal stimulus package in Budget 2021 to help revive the growth sentiment in the entire MSME sector. In Ghaziabad industrial area with Pooja Arya, Himanshu Shekhar for NDTV.
Well, that's all we could pack for you in this bulletin from the entire team. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.